Where did you get that child?
A woman. She's gone now.
Your child looks exactly like me.
Children look like everyone. It's a developmental stage. Very common.
That is not a thing.
It's 100% a thing. Very well documented. I can send you the research. Don't you dare.
I want to be his godfather.
Absolutely not.
He reached for me.
He reaches for everything. Last Tuesday, he tried to befriend a parking meter.
I could have dropped him in the sea. As the family's heir, I've been disguised as a man. My name is Thalia Papanos. For 23 years, I was Theo, heir to a shipping empire, the perfect grandson, the ultimate businessman. I wore the mask of a man, and I wore it well. But that night, at the Apocryphes Festival, I wasn't just a businessman. I was the hunter, and he was the wildfire. Zephyr Stavros, my rival. The man whose family had been locked in a cold war with mine since before either of us could walk.
Stavros men were cursed.
Not metaphorically, actually cursed. I stopped thinking that approximately 30 seconds after I first looked at Zephyr Stavros, like I'd been waiting for something to go wrong, and it had finally arrived. That night at the festival, I woke up the next morning in a room that wasn't mine, staring at the most infuriating man in the Aegean. I didn't panic like a mortal. I reacted like a proper Papanos. I dressed in 45 seconds, and I left 50 euros on the nightstand. Not for the minibar, but as a tribute to the chaos I'd just unleashed. I've never run faster in my life. 3 months later, I sat in a doctor's office in Thessaloniki, staring at a test result. The nurse asked if I needed a glass of water. I needed something considerably stronger. I'm Thalia Papanos. Publicly, I'm Theo Papanos, heir, bachelor, favorite grandson, a PA named Elena who signed 43 NDAs, and a carefully built life that's run like clockwork for 23 years. I called Andreas, my cousin.
I need to get out of Athens.
Does this have anything to do with Zephyr Stavros showing up at my office twice this week? He's asking about the festival, really specifically.
How specific?
He got the full guest list, he's interviewing people, and he's already talked to the venue.
4 hours later, I was on a flight to Thessaloniki. I texted Elena.
Hold everything. Don't tell anyone where I am.
Here's what I knew about Zephyr Stavros. Objectively, he was the most relentless person I'd ever met. He had found a 50-euro note. He would find the woman who left it, unless she was in Thessaloniki, operating under a different name, and had never existed. I had my son in a private clinic under a name that wasn't mine. When the nurse placed him in my arms, I forgot everything. The rivalry, the secret, the 50 euros. He was the most perfect thing I had ever seen. Then he opened his eyes. I named him Nico. He grew. He was, from the beginning, unsettlingly wise. By 2, he'd developed a sigh. He also looked exactly like his father. Same jaw, same brow.
Nico, you know you're supposed to look like me, right? I did all the work here.
Andreas called when Nico was almost 2. Political things were shifting. He needed me back in Athens. We flew back to Athens. I had been home for exactly 40 minutes when Elena appeared in the doorway. I didn't ask who. I already knew. Zephyr Stavros stood on my doorstep.
Where did you get that child?
A woman. A very beautiful woman from Thessaloniki. She's gone now.
Your child looks exactly like me.
Children look like everyone. It's a developmental stage. Very common.
That is not a thing.
It's 100% a thing. Very well documented. I can send you the research. Don't you dare.
I want to be his godfather.
Absolutely not.
He reached for me.
He reaches for everything. Last Tuesday, he tried to befriend a parking meter.
I could have dropped him in the sea. He paused at the door.
The woman from Thessaloniki, she died?
She did. Complications.
I see. And the child's surname?
Papanos.
Of course. I'll see you tomorrow, Papanos.
You absolutely will not.
I called Andreas the moment the door closed.
He was here. He asked about the mother. He asked about the surname.
Thalia.
Don't.
He's been looking for her for 2 years. He had the festival venue's boat records pulled. He hired people.
Andreas?
He knows a woman was there. He knows she left 50 euros. He's been trying to find a flower seller from the south for 2 years because that's the story someone gave him at the time. He's not going to stop. You know what he's like.
My story. A story I had fabricated in a panic. I hung up. The next morning, Zephyr arrived. Every morning, Zephyr was in my living room.
I thought we could talk.
You cuted for 2 hours.
1 hour 40.
He was patient. He was present. He fixed the kitchen cabinet hinge.
Here you go, buddy.
And then, on the 4th morning, he put down his coffee.
I've been thinking about the woman from Thessaloniki. That woman, I sent people to look. There is no any signs. I've looked very thoroughly.
Lots of people go to Thessaloniki.
I had the festival's boat manifest reviewed. There was one private booking that night. It was an adjacent cabin, registered under a corporate name that traces back to a Papanos subsidiary.
Nico appeared beside me.
I know.
He came back the next morning, as promised, as always. Then he reached into his jacket, placed something on the table between us.
Where did you get that?
It was in my wallet. I've been carrying it for 2 years.
Why would you?
I found it on the nightstand. I didn't know what it meant. I thought it meant something had happened that I couldn't fully remember, and I wanted to remember, so I kept it.
You kept it.
I kept it.
He just put the 50 euros on the table and waited. I looked at him. He looked at me.
I spent 2 years looking for the woman who left this. I never found her.
He stood up.
I'll be back tomorrow with coffee.
He left. I sat at the table for a long time after. That night, I called Andreas.
He left 50 euros on my table.
What?
He's been carrying it for 2 years. He put it on my table and then left without saying anything.
Sasha, what exactly does he know?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Nico appeared in the doorway, studied me, walked over, climbed into my lap, put his small head against my chest.